Briyanna Michelle A. Blossom, welcome to Talia's Book Nook.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. When I first heard about Petals and Prose, I'm like, ooh, because one, I've never been to St. Louis. And two, I love seeing a new book event on the scene, seeing what it's about. So I'm so excited to talk to you both about this event. Tickets go on sale in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from today.
Yes.
Less than 2 weeks because tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. Central, Eastern?
Central.
Okay, so less than 2 weeks. So before we get into Petals and Prose, we're going to play a game first. And then I want to talk briefly about your latest releases because, we're still writing books, still got to sell books.
Yes.
And then we'll spend the bulk of our discussion talking about Petals and Prose. So we're going to do a rapid fire, but since we have two guests, this is the first time I think I've had two authors at the same time on the Book Nook. So we're going to kind of do it newlywed style, where one answers for the other, because you all are besties, right?
Oh.
How well do you know your friends?
How well do you know your author bestie? So we're about to find out. We're about to find out. And this one is not really newlywed style, but I am curious to know, how did y'all meet?
Okay. You want that first?
Live.
Briyanna, you go first, and then I want to hear A. Blossom's recollection.
Okay, let me see if I remember because my memory is bad, y'all. So I think she was doing an interview with one of my friends named Jasmine, and I think she was interviewing her about Sex and Rescue, which is her first book. And I was like, oh, I've never heard of this author before. And I'm like, okay, they doing it in the elevator, period. That sounds like something I want to get down with. So I started following Blossom. She followed me back. And then every time we would have a book release, I would support her. She would support me. Then we just started DMing each other. And then we met, last year in September. We went to the Urban Book Expo, and it was up from there. And then we just been friends ever since. So that started in 2023.
Okay.
Hey, that wasn't 2023. Time is flying. Yeah. I think that's what happened, y'all.
Final answer.
That's all I got.
Hey, Blossom, do you want to add to that? Do you want to refute that?
So it wasn't the interview. But it wasn't live. But it was just like you and Jess were sprinting.
Oh.
But even before then, Jess was interviewing Tori. We were both in the live talking.
Yeah, I told y'all.
We were just both in the live talking to the Tori, and then y'all were on a sprint, and then I just came up on a sprint one day.
Okay. So okay, in the ballpark, you guys got it.
In my heart.
Briyanna Michelle, what is A. Blossom's favorite trope?
What is her favorite trope?
You know this.
Okay, wait, I gotta take my glasses off so I can be serious. Okay. Her favorite trope. Okay, what is it? What is it? It's not best friends to lovers. It's not best friends to lovers. Shit, we was just talking about this. Okay, hold on. What are all the tropes? Love at first sight. That's her favorite trope.
It is correct. Okay. A. Blossom, what is Briyanna Michelle's favorite trope?
Her favorite trope is enemies. I want to say enemies to lovers. But
what the glasses mean?
No, wait. We talked about how we don't like enemies to lovers. No.
I'm gonna say lock in.
I know this. Brianna's favorite trope is. God damn it. I need a list of tropes. Okay, let's see. I know this. I feel like I know this.
You do know this.
The audience is putting things in the comments, so I don't know if they're right though.
You know this.
I do feel like it's Friends and Lovers, but no, it's not Friends and Lovers. Brianna likes really romantic books, so I'm trying to think of a trope that's like, it's not Marriage or Convenience. I know she don't like a secret baby. Forced proximity.
Brianna?
It's Best Friends to Lovers. Come on.
Okay. You should have trusted. You should have trusted.
You should have. Now, when you said enemies, I was like, girl, I don't even like when they be being mean to me. When he be being mean to her.
No, that's not it.
Briyanna Michelle, what genre would A Blossom be writing if she wasn't writing romance?
She would be writing nonfiction. She would actually be writing about pro-blackness, the Black Power, Malcolm X, all that.
Okay, A Blossom, is this correct? Is correct.
I would be doing like not historical fiction, but I would be doing like history. Yeah.
Okay. Same
history.
question for you, A Blossom. What would Briyanna Michelle be writing if she wasn't writing romance?
I feel like it would be self-help. Like self-help.
Okay. So you both got it right.
I do like
Y'all both got it right. Awesome. And last question. Briyanna Michelle, what is A Blossom's most underrated book in her catalog?
Let me see. Oh, it's what's the name of that book? Her romantic thriller, John. What is the name of the book? I got it downstairs. What's the name?
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot the title as well.
Okay.
Effing and Loving.
Yes, Effing and Loving. Okay, Effing and Loving. I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about that book enough, and my girl did her big on that with that one, especially for the girlies who like romantic thrillers, romantic suspense. She ate that because she came out of her her comfort zone and tried to give the girlies something different, and she definitely succeeded. But the people are not talking about that enough for me.
Okay, so Effing and Loving is your most underrated. Do you agree?
I do. I can agree with that.
Okay. And then question for you, A Blossom. What is Briyanna Michelle's most underrated book in her catalog?
I'm going to say well, can I say it? The whole series? I feel like maybe I Love You. Donovan.
Does she answer?
Is that the answer?
I think for me, that is the book. My favorite book by you, and I wish more people were talking about it, and I wish it was a #1 bestseller.
Okay. Okay.
What do you think, Briyanna?
I'm also going to say the second book of the Finding My Way to You.
Mm-hmm. So which one is your actual answer? Well, I can answer.
Finding My Way to You.
Yes, I will agree.
All right. I love Maybe I Love You. So I was like, to me, it's not overrated, but okay. All right, guys, y'all survived the rapid round. It seems like the friendship is there. It's there.
It better be.
Good.
The friendship is there.
On this live, I was like, now look.
The friendship is there for sure.
Okay.
So I'm going to briefly talk about the Sweetest Lessons, which is a collection of romance novels set around a school called Sweet Pea Academy in this town called Harvest Hills. A Blossom, I want to say your book came out first in the series of 6.
Yes.
And that was Overdue Feelings. Mm-hmm. And then Briyanna Michelle, your book in the collection, Pain Our Love, came out last Friday. Mm-hmm. So congratulations. And there's still 2 books to go in the collection, right? Yeah. And who are the other authors in the Sweetest Lessons collection?
So we have Z. Renee. Mm-hmm. And then we have Jay Valencia, which is a debut author. Mm-hmm. And then Kira Cachet and Erica Denise.
All right. And how did this come about? Whose idea was it?
It was
How did this come about?
It was Blossom's idea.
But it was a joint idea for us to do something
Was
together.
it? Okay, hold on. Let me tell the story because she was like, "Friend, I think we should write a book together," and I was like, "Sure, why not? What you want the book to be about?" So at first we was gonna do like a dating app kind of book, and then we was like, okay, we're gonna do that, and it was supposed to be us and another a friend of mine, and we was gonna get started. We said, okay, period. And then the friend ended up not being able to do it. And then Blossom kept trying to come up with different ideas of what she wanted to do. So I said, you know what, you come up with the idea and you let me know what we gonna do. And then we went back and forth between ideas. And she's like, I want to write a teacher book. And I said, okay, period. We finna write a teacher book. And then she wanted to invite other authors and make it a bigger thing. And I said, okay, period. Honestly, I'm really not good at group projects, y'all. Okay. I found out that I'm kind of bad. I'm kind of bad at group projects.
Okay.
This is a dictatorship. But it went really well. So that's how it came out.
And how long did this take from idea to 6 weeks of releases almost?
Initial idea was in December when we was we're gonna write something together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say, when did we in April or May?
Yeah, it was after it was before Black Romance was released. So I'm gonna say it was in probably the beginning of May. We talked about doing it, and then we had the meetings and got everybody on board, right?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Okay. What do you think the benefit of this type of, I guess, format, what do you think is the benefit of having each author write a different book and be a part of this collective series? What do you find to be the benefits of that?
I think it's good to I guess share readers. Mm-hmm. So somebody reads a lot of Briyanna Michelle and has never read a book by me, or and vice versa. So it's good to share readers and share ideas. I have fun just us coming up to school and all these different ideas. It's kind of fun sometimes not to be writing alone.
Okay.
Yes,
having the extra support.
Sharing the struggle, definitely, because I feel writing gets so lonely sometimes. Especially for authors who don't really have a community of people that they can, go to and bounce ideas off of. I think I always tell Blossom, I'm she's a celebrity. And I'll be okay, I'm trying to be like you one day. So I'm yeah, I'm maybe some of your loveliness would rub off on me and things would be great. But I think it was also just a good way to kind of just stretch. I always like to be stretched with every new book, and this was a stretch. And it was good to kind of just bounce ideas off of a lot of different authors and kind of see what their creative process is and where the story takes them.
Okay. Is this something that you would all be interested in doing to get again together?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Brianna's not good at group projects.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm gonna say out of a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna say a 7.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So A Blossom, Overdue Feelings. This is a return to Why Choose. This is not your first Why Choose. What compelled you to want to tell another Why Choose story?
This story took its own turn because it was gonna be a love triangle.
Okay.
So, originally I was thinking small town romance, someone comes back and the typical small town thing. And then as I was outlining the book, I think I wrote the first chapter, and Zay was this is not that. It was the character was just no, I'm not giving up my girl. So I don't know. So then I literally text the group chat and was like, I think it's gonna be a poly book. And I didn't want to write. I didn't want it to be a poly. So like I was gonna just force it to be like a love triangle. And then I was like, it's a poly.
Okay. So that's what the story was meant to be.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a love triangle.
And I enjoyed it. Like I don't know if I even read love triangles for real, because for me it always feels like there's always a clear front runner. Mm-hmm. So to me, I don't even know if I've even read like an actual love triangle where no, the other guy actually has a legit chance. Like it never feels like there's not an apparent front runner. So yeah, the white shoes was fine. It was great. It was great. Briyanna, Paint Our Love. So this is a slow burn, you would say?
Definitely a slow burn. Absolutely.
How do you satisfy readers with a slow burn? Like how do you write a slow burn that readers can still like lock in for? Because I know for a lot of readers, they appreciate fast pace. It's like, when are we going to confess feelings? When are we going to start kissing? When are we going to start cracking? Like what do you think is the secret to keeping readers engaged through a slow burn?
I think it's the intimacy between the characters in a non-sexual way is what keeps that heat kind of sizzling. I think giving the readers little by little, so that first glance and that first my heart is racing because this person asked me out on a date, that first text conversation with the girlfriend, it's like, oh my God, I think I like this person, whatever the case may be. I try to just not, okay, so I don't like I understand why the girlies don't like certain slow burns, because I've read some where it's like they don't even kiss until 80% into the book, but then like we don't feel that they actually like each other. I feel like we need to know that they like each other, and that the stakes are high between them, even if the physical isn't there, and even if it does take them a little while to actually admit how they feel. Like they're both in denial or they're waiting for however long to say something for whatever reason, but we all know that they actually really love each other. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Like, and I think with romance, we know the HEA is coming for the most part, but like you still need to feel like this is not all in vain, and it's happening naturally.
Yeah, they didn't kiss until I don't know what chapter that was. And I texted Blossom, I said, oh, these people ain't even kissed yet. I said, the girls are going to jump me because what is this? It was crazy.
But I think given the characters, like we have a divorced FMC. Mm-hmm. She is navigating being, the primary custodial parent. Mm-hmm. You have our MMC who's kind of like not even interested supposedly in relationships because of him losing his parent. Like, so it like these two were going to be reluctant. So I understand the slow burn, but not everyone understands that not everything could be fast.
I try to make it make sense for the couple, and it's like, because I feel like sometimes when I read slow burns, it may not necessarily need to be a slow burn. So I feel like between their character arc and what's going on within the story, like I personally feel like it needs to make sense as to why it's a slow burn, because why can't we just jump into it?
Yeah,
I try to make it make sense.
No, I totally get it. So before we get into Petals and Prose, I want to know what's next for each of you. Briyanna specifically, book 3, Undeniably in Love. Mm-hmm. Is that happening? When is it happening? Is something coming before that? Like, what's next?
Honestly, we're gonna spill the tea. So what's next is that I am trying to get into being a traditional author.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that is honestly what's next. I've been writing a YA romance. It's a book that I've been wanting to write for a very long time. So I've really been putting my focus there. I'm going to try my hand at writing 2 books at once. I've done it with, what book was it? 24 Hours and Maybe I Love You. I wrote those both at the same time, but because I was writing them at the same time, they kind of took a little longer. So if I can write anything at the same time while I'm writing this YA book, either we will go back over there with those vampires, or what's that man's name? Braylon. Braylon? Is that his name? It's Braylon, right? Braylon and his partner. I do have in my brain, I know what's going to happen over there, and it's going to be really good, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, fingers crossed on your trad journey.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Okay, so you're excited. You feel good about it. No nerves. No.
I mean, I'm nervous because it'll be like a whole new thing, but I think it's something that I've really wanted for a very long time. So I'm ready to, bet on myself and take these last few months as what do they call it? The great lock-in to 2025. So to, lock in these last few months of the year and write the book. I think that my stories are amazing and they deserve to be told on a greater scale. So honestly, I just really think I'm stepping into, the next part of my journey as an author.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed. Exclusive.
Thank you.
We're working on a YA romance. We hope to see the trad treatment for that. Books take a long time, so whatever year we're supposed to see it, I can't wait to see it.
Amen. Thank you.
All right, A Blossom, what's next for you?
I don't know.
What? Why? What's next?
I'm just a free spirit. I am probably gonna release one more book this year. And then next year I'm going to get into a series that's been on my heart to write. And yeah, I'm just writing. I'm trying to take the pressure off of writing, so I'm like really just, because I feel myself like trying to crank them out like a machine because it's my only income. And then I was like, I'm losing the fun. I'm losing the love for telling stories that I have. So I'm trying to just, when I get done with the book, it's done.
When it's done, it's done. Okay. So this final book for 2025, what can you tell us about that?
It is gonna be probably something different for me. Well, not really different because it's still the same, like very, like, men coming in and being this perfect like guy for her. But yeah, it's just about 2 people that are on a healing journey. So like both people are broken, and they kind of find each other. That's all I can really say right now.
What you mean all you can really say? Like, what do you mean? This is all you're willing to share right now?
That's all I have to share right now.
Okay. And word on the curb is that Unexpected Pass, the audiobook, is coming out on October 7th. Who are the narrators? I don't think I saw that announcement.
The narrators for Unexpected Pass are Winston James. So the Winston, and then I think the female is Elise. I don't want to mess up the last name.
Anthony.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Period. They're great narrators. How much say did you have in picking narrators for this project?
None.
None. Okay.
No say so. Well, I wouldn't say none. I was given some narrators that they were like, we're gonna have these people, and then I was like, no.
Okay.
No. They were just like new, which I don't mind, like a newer narrators, but I was like, not for this.
Okay.
They weren't going to fit the bill.
They weren't going to fit the characters. I was like, no. So they did go back. I literally saw the book was up on Barnes and Noble, and that's how I found out the narrator. So I was like, oh.
Okay, so you didn't know.
No.
You told them no to whoever they had pre-selected.
Yes.
They went back. They didn't tell you.
They went back.
Okay.
Sometimes, it's not a lot of good communication, but
Well, things kind of fell into place because
things fell into place.
I think for the most part, we all love Winston James,
Yes.
and then I enjoy Elise Anthony. So,
Yes.
congrats!
I haven't heard it, so I cannot wait to hear it. So yeah.
Okay, early congrats. So that's October 7th. A lot of people liked Unexpected Pass. I think the stepdaddy of it all, like the stepdaddy in utero of it all, I think we just loved how he stepped in and was like, I'm the daddy. Like, it don't matter. Like, I'm the dad.
That's my baby in there. What are you talking about?
Awesome. Okay, so switching gears, time for the main event. Petals and Prose, May 1st and 2nd, 2026, St. Louis, Missouri. When did this idea come about? Walk us through the catalyst for this event.
I've been wanting to do an event since when I was just a reader.
Okay.
Because we don't get much here in St. Louis. Like, a lot of people pass us by, concerts pass us by, everything passes us by. And so I was like, I want to do an event. We never have anything here. And that was since, like, when I was just a reader. And Petals and Prose specifically, like, when me and Briyanna were, like, in Chicago last year, in our hotel room just talking. And we were talking about, like, I was like, I want to do an event. And she was like, I want to do an event. And I was like, oh, we should do an event together. And it literally was just like that. And then I think, like, on one of our conversations, I was just like, are we going to do our event? Like, let's start moving towards doing our event.
I thought she was just talking, y'all. Like, I want to do an event. I was like, yeah.
So at what point, Briyanna, at what point did you take A Blossom seriously? Like, what was that? What clicked for you?
When she told me that she started writing down ideas for what we were going to do at the event, I said, oh, you're dead ass. You've been thinking about this. Like, it wasn't just, because she would mention it, like, periodically, like, yeah, like, I want to do an event. She was like, okay, friend, I've been researching, and I've been looking at this, and I got this idea, and I got that idea, and I was like, okay, let me get serious, because if you really want to do an event, okay, let's do it. I was just supposed to help her do her event. It really was not supposed to be like our event kind of thing. But then I was like, okay, I can't let my girl do an event by herself. I mean, I can, but also if she really want to do it together, then let's do it together.
Okay. So you mentioned that
I was
St.
trying to
Louis.
figure out when she was planning on not having an event.
I mean, she was gonna come at least, like, even if she didn't co-organize, she was gonna come.
What do you think I'm gonna be doing by myself? That was never.
So you mentioned that St. Louis gets nothing.
Yes.
If this event is to go on for many years, is it always going to be in St. Louis?
Well, it is a moving event, so it's right now moving in between Philadelphia and St. Louis, which is our hometown. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. I was thinking, like, as I was like finalizing my questions for today, I'm like, if this is traveling, like, you could go to Philly because Briyanna is from Philly, right? Yeah. And I don't feel like Philly has gotten its like Black romance book event yet. I'm a couple of hours away. I don't feel like Philly has gotten its event, and I think the Philly girls would also appreciate.
Listen, when I got serious, because she was already serious. When I got serious about the event, we really got to talking how there really is not that much representation for Black romance in our cities. Mm-hmm. And even the Black romance events that are happening around the world, Philly and St. Louis are not on the list. Now, no shade to the St. Louis girls, but I just feel like Philly is a big city. Why are y'all not putting us on the map? Like, why are we not, like, when I think of Philly, I think, I think of like Houston, New York, Philly. Like Philly's in the list of, to me, in those like top 10 cities that people start to name. DC, like where y'all at? Why y'all not thinking about us? Sorry, I got real serious.
So you're planning to alternate pretty much.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Are we going to do annual, biennial? Like, what are we thinking?
Annual, right?
Let me make it annual, unless we get in this event and be like,
No, you'll know after. No, you'll know.
oh, the next event we'll be like, hold on. Woo, wait a minute.
But yeah, I think both cities, just looking at the book event landscape, especially for like Black romance, you're right. St. Louis, Philly doesn't really have anything. So kudos to you both for like being the change you wish to see. So who is this event for? Who is Petals and Prose for? Who is the Petals and Prose attendee?
Oh goodness. I feel like I should have brought my sponsor deck.
You want to get it?
A beautiful response to that. No, I think it's just for the romance lovers. So like the girls that are seeking community, that enjoy romance, Black romance books, and I would say because this is a smaller, intimate event. Like some of my girls that don't, have the social anxiety, that don't want to be in a room with thousands of people. It's a smaller, intimate place where you can come and like meet your favorite author in a smaller setting.
Smaller setting.
Yeah.
When you
small and intimate about 4 times, y'all. So I just want y'all to pay attention.
Okay, so what are we thinking in terms of capacity? Like I know there's 24 authors as garden guests. What is going to be on October 1? How many passes?
We have 120-ish tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
20-ish.
Okay.
So 120. So this is going to be intimate.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. How did you go about selecting the authors for Petals and Prose this year or for next year?
So we split it up. So we said we want to, of course, because the event is in St. Louis, we wanted to highlight St. Louis authors. And then Blossom picked her 5 authors that she wanted to invite. I picked 5 authors that I wanted to invite. And we kind of did both like newer authors, authors that we, know and don't know, and that we feel like just didn't get enough, I guess, buzz or publicity. I just feel like the girlies aren't hyping them up enough. And then authors that we know that are, seasoned, been doing it for a while, and that are a little closer to St. Louis.
Okay. Can I read off the list for our audience?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have A. Blossom, Aria Days, Bella J, Denene, Briyanna Michelle, C.M. Campbell, India T. Norfleet, Jasmine Nicole, Jay Valencia, Jury Hines, Kay Shani, Marley Ray, Masterpiece, ML Bash, N.A. Sabrine, Nitra Antoinette, Rael Knight, Robbie Renee, S. Yvonne, Tash, Tanvier Pert, Tati Richardson, Tracy Gray, and T. Lynn. All right. And you feel great about this first class.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. So how are we going about buying books, signings at Petals and Prose? Like, how does this differ from other book events?
You want me to go? Or you want to go?
I can do. So for it's not a traditional expo. And we're actually like trying a new idea and like have come up with our own type of thing. So it's a pre-order only event. So we're gonna ask guests to pre-order books, and then we're gonna have a garden stroll where you will pick up your books before you go into the garden stroll. We're gonna have our authors place around a beautifully decorated, garden-inspired room, and it's kind of be more photo ops and conversations. We're probably gonna have like a garden map, maybe some questions and things like that, so you can have a conversation with your favorite author. And the books will already be signed and everything. So we're really leaning more towards like that conversation and that community and just like that emerging in the romance space.
Okay, so pre-orders only. And when should attendees expect to start being able to pre-order?
In December.
December? Okay. All right. So a garden stroll style, pre-order only, books will already be signed. Okay, I like that. I like that. So this is a 2-day event. You have Friday, May 1st, and then kind of like the main event on Saturday, May 2nd. Can you walk us through Friday? Like, what does Friday look like in terms of the theme, activity, what's included, etc.?
It's time to come in your best fairy get up.
Okay. And when you say fairy getup, like how fairy? Is it like just like some wings?
Fairy,
Is it like full cosplay? Like what is that?
Full cosplay. If
you want to make it.
Okay, the ears, if you can get the little pointy ears, get some glitter, some wings, some shoes, a very cutesy fairy outfit. Like whatever fairy means to you, and absolutely glitter, okay? Makeup, just the whole shebang, okay? We really want so Friday will be, what is it? Paint, pixie dust, and something like that. I can't remember how we phrased the child. But
I think you called it petals, paint, and pixie dust.
Okay, right. Thank you. Yes, we really want you guys to come dressed up like fairies. It's a meet and greet. We're going to do, some painting. We're going to do a little drinking. We're going to do just like really having fun. I feel like when we go to these events, even at the mixers, they're like cool, but because they're so... Because the ones that I've been to, and I'm sure Blossom can agree, have been larger, we never really had a chance to really kind of sit and talk to the readers or even sit and talk to our other authors. So that's really what we plan to do. And, kind of just get to know each other on a more intimate level and also have some fun.
Have some drinks, have some paint. There's a pool table at the venue. I don't know who know how to play pool. Somebody.
I don't.
Somebody know how to play pool.
Okay. So fairy. So it's fairy themed. You're encouraging attendees to lean full into it. Yes. Makeup, glitter, wings, ears, whatever else fairies do.
Vines, all of that.
Okay. And that's Friday night. Yes. And then Saturday, the main event, it's brunch and then the stroll. Like what is, walk us through Saturday, walk us through the main event.
Okay, I do have the itinerary right here, Blossom. You want me to go? Okay, period. Because, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, Briyanna said.
Because it's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah. So walk us like hour by hour, like what to expect.
Period. I got you. Okay, so the doors open up at 11. So from 11 to 11:30, we're going to have a check-in for our brunch guests only. We have 3 different passes. So we are now. We're not going to have. This is intimate. So if you really, really want a brunch pass, I'm gonna really encourage you to try and get that if that's what you want to. If that's what you want to aim for, we're gonna try, because if the whole event is intimate, brunch is going to be even more intimate. So, I just want to put that disclaimer out there. So then from 11:30 to 12:30 is our actual brunch time. From 12:35 to 1:10, that is the exclusive garden stroll for the brunch guests. From 12:45 to 1 o'clock, that's our general admission check-in. So while the brunch attendees are in the garden stroll, the other attendees will be able to come in, get checked in with our volunteers. So from 1:15 to 1:55 is a garden stroll for the general admission guests. Those who are already in the garden stroll will be on the other side playing the game and, having their little fun before we bring everybody together. So from 2:15 to 3 o'clock is our first panel. From 3 to 3:45, we're going to have a craft time. From 3:45 to 4:30 is our second panel. From 4:30 to 5 is our dessert and our closing remarks. That's it.
Okay. For panels, have you already kind of decided what and who are on those panels?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Not yet. We don't have no exclusivity for you yet. Not yet.
Okay. So Saturday, brunch, and then the stroll for the brunch attendees, general admission while brunch attendees are strolling, and then they get to do their garden stroll, panel, craft, panel, dessert, closing remarks.
Yep.
All right. What's the dress code for that? Is it themed as well?
Yes. So we want everybody to come in pinks, yellows, and shades of orange. Kind of think like sunset vibes, when that golden hour time, when the sky is changing and how beautiful it looks over like a garden. We're trying to stay on theme here.
Okay. So pinks, yellows, oranges. All right. Okay. You've already alluded to passes. Can you walk us through the 4 pass options? And I think also clarifying the quantity for each, because you said 120, that 120 number. Is that split across the 4 passes, or I want people to understand how much is available.
Yes. So as far as passes go, I'll start with the first one, a pedal pass.
And that's the top tier. That's the top
tier. That's for Friday and Saturday. And we have for the pedal pass for the Friday and Saturday, we have about 30 to 35 of those available. Okay. And then the pedal passes, you get everything, and it's $185 for the pedal pass.
Taxes and fees? Taxes and fees are included in that, or?
Yep.
So this is the all-inclusive price?
Yep, $185.
Okay. So the pedal pass, access to both Friday and Saturday, all of it.
Yep.
And that's $185 after taxes and fees. Okay. And there's going to be 30 to 35 of those available. Okay. Butterfly pass, next tier. What's that?
The butterfly pass is Saturday only, with brunch. You get all of Saturday's activities, and that's $130. And these all of our passes come with a swag bag. So you get a swag bag with some goodies in it. And so that's $130, and we have about the same amount for those. About 30 available for those as well.
Okay. The flower pass, what's that?
The flower pass is Saturday without brunch.
Okay.
It's just you get the garden stroll, the panels, the craft, and so it's just everything without brunch, and mimosas.
Okay, and that's $75.
Yep, that's $75.
That's $75. And what's the quantity available for that?
We have about 50 of those.
Okay. And then the Pixie Pass, what's that?
And the Pixie Pass is just Friday, just for Friday's events, and it has to be paired with one of the Saturday passes, but it's for Friday, and you just get all of Friday's things, which Friday comes with. It'll be food. We're doing St. Louis style rice, St. Louis style Chinese.
Okay.
So
I've heard about that. What makes St. Louis Chinese?
We believe it's the best Chinese food in the world. So we're doing St. Louis Chinese food, and then it'll come with one drink, and then it'll be a cash bar.
Okay.
So you have like one alcoholic beverage, and then it'll be a cash bar.
Okay, so to clarify, the Pixie Pass, that's $65, but it must be paired with one of the Saturday passes.
Yes.
Okay, and people do say St. Louis has exceptional, unique, distinctive Chinese food.
Yes.
Okay, I can't wait to try it. I cannot wait to try it. Okay, so four tiers of passes. So basically ranging from 185 for the top tier, and then you have the butterfly flower and pixie pass. Pixie pass must be paired with either the butterfly or the flower pass.
Yes.
All right. Sponsorships. Are you still accepting sponsorships for entrepreneurs, authors?
Absolutely.
In the chat, how can they go about sponsoring Petals and
We
Prose?
have on our website, we have a link for it. So our website is gopetalsandprose.com. And if you're like on our Instagram or anything, you can click the link. It's a direct link to the sponsorship form. On our website, it breaks down like all the sponsorship tiers we have. And you can also like reach out to us in our DMs and stuff, and we can send you all the information for sponsorships.
Okay. And is there a deadline for that?
We did talk about a deadline. Did we say?
Okay. And are you only accepting monetary donations or sponsorships, or are you accepting in-kind products?
We're accepting everything. Everything you have. So we do have like monetary sponsors. We're accepting services. If you want to donate your time or service, and we also are accepting books, bookmarks, flyers, all of those things. So yeah.
Okay. Volunteers. You brought up volunteers. Are you looking for volunteers? And if so, what does the process look like for that?
We are not looking for volunteers right now. We're pairing with a local book club here that's providing volunteers, and then we also have Inspire that's helping us with volunteers. So now we don't need any volunteers, but that can change.
Okay. Yeah. So the passes go on sale on Wednesday, October 1st, 9 a.m. Central. So 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.
That sounds right.
8 a.m. Mountain, wherever that is. Okay.
Right.
Oh, that sounds right, Talia. I don't know nothing about time.
I don't know nothing about the mountains, child.
What's your advice to those who are interested in going to Petals and Prose? What is your advice to better their chances of securing passes on October 1?
Set an alarm.
Okay.
Sign up for the newsletter.
Yes.
Where can they find the newsletter?
If they go on the website, correct?
Okay.
Yes.
Or is there a link in the bio?
You can find the newsletter on our Instagram bio. There's a direct link to it. And you can also sign up on our website. Okay.
In terms of like I guess whatever vendor system platform you're using, is there a way for attendees to kind of like pre-save their payment info, is there any way that they can do things in advance so that checkout is easier on October 1?
We are using the PayHip site. So I don't think you can pre-save things on PayHip.
You can sign up, and I believe you can put your card information in. Now, I tried this when India Carter had the sale. I didn't get it. No. It's a tragedy, actually. It's actually really sad.
Is Apple Pay something you recommend for PayHip? Like, does that help with checkout? Because someone just mentioned Apple Pay.
Apple Pay. Does it?
If that's set up, would checkout be easier via mobile that way?
When I was on the website, I didn't even make it that far.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say I don't know.
I am going to look into that. That's on my task of things to do this week. Make sure that payment is smooth, like everything is smooth. And so I will be making a post about it and all those good things. Because that's I do not want to have any. So that's all for the tickets, y'all. I am very serious about making sure that the process is as smooth as it can. So
yes, but we also want you guys to understand that we are not we're not computer techs, we're not whizzes, we're just girls who write books and are also putting on events. So technical issues might pop up. I'm not going to say they will. I'm going to say they might, depending on how many people are all trying to access the website at one time. But we will do our very best to make sure that the website is able to run as smoothly as possible. But again, things might pop up. And the only thing that we are asking for you guys is to remember that we're human and to have some grace and to be kind to us because we're just girls. So, you know, in this bookish space, things can get a little scary out here. So please don't be mean to me and my author bestie because we're just girls and we won't stand for that, okay? There shall be no slander, no DMs, no emails. I will block you. And I say that with love in my heart because I have to protect my peace. We're going to do our best. That's all we got.
Okay.
It's our very best.
Okay. Someone I asked, and I think this is a great question. You know how for certain like websites, you have like maybe like 15 minutes to check out, and if not, your tickets will be released. Is it going to be something like that? Is it going to be like time checkout?
Unfortunately, we cannot do that on PayHip. I did look into it to try to get a cart timer, and unfortunately, we cannot add a cart timer, guys.
Okay. Okay, so you just have to be on your Zoom, have your card ready, just be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think also just knowing what pass are you aiming for? Like, you need to be decided on if this is available, this is what I want. Like, there's no time to think.
Exactly. Know what you want. I say maybe use your laptop if you have a computer, your iPad, the phone. I feel like the phone gets a little janky sometimes. So
so we need to be following you all on Instagram. Where else are you online, like actively posting?
We're on TikTok. We're definitely Instagram and TikTok.
Okay. Are you on Facebook? Is there any Facebook?
It's a Facebook, but I don't actively post on it.
Okay.
I do not like that app. Yeah. So
I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay.
Not even on my author page often. If you see anything on there from me, it was like it was shared from Instagram.
Okay. Okay. So Instagram is the best way to keep up with Petals and Prose on social.
Yep.
Newsletter, you can sign up at gopetalsandprose.com. Tickets will be on sale at gopetalsandprose.com. Are you sending an email when tickets are live? Will there be an email?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any perk of subscribing to emails? Will we get there in a few minutes early? Do we know?
Are we sharing?
We don't know. We don't. Oh.
We can.
Okay.
We will have some tickets available for like an early grab.
Okay.
And those are going out to our email subscribers, right? Yep.
Okay. Hotels, when will that information be available?
The hotel information is available already.
Okay.
So when you get the ticket, you will get an email. You will get an email like within 24 hours about all the information for hotels and everything.
Okay. And what is the deadline for booking within the hotel block? Do you know? Or is there one?
The deadline for the hotel block is March 1st. Yeah. It's March 1st.
Is it just one hotel or are you
one hotel right now? We are, I don't know. I didn't want to think too big. So we have one hotel block for now, and if we feel the need that we need to add another, we will.
Okay. So you already said Friday night's dress code is fairies. Saturday, shades of pink, yellow, and orange. So that's our packing list.
Yes. We also have shades for Friday. What did we say? Purples,
plums, mauve,
and white, I believe.
So shades of purple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shades of purple, fairy. Okay.
Yes.
Purple fairy. Shades of okay. Alrighty. For those staying in St. Louis the entire weekend, what are some sights, bites, they should try to add to their itinerary?
There's a lot to do here. I know it seems like it's not, but there's a lot to do here. I am going to be like making a list and like maybe add to the website of things to do, things to eat. We are kind of focusing in downtown St. Louis because that was like important to me because it's a place that they are attempting to gentrify. That is, historically us. So I wanted to keep it downtown St. Louis. So there are a lot of places. We have Black-owned coffee shops. The list is not going to be all Black-owned, but I really want to get a lot of Black-owned businesses on the list. So I will have a list online soon of things that you can do in St. Louis.
Okay. Do you recommend that people rent a car while they're in St. Louis? Do you think they can get around ride sharing? What do you recommend for transportation?
You can probably get around ride share. There is a lot to do downtown. Unless you want to venture out, then I would say you would want to rent a car. Our event is about 5 to 6 minutes away from the hotel.
Walking or driving? Walking or driving?
Driving.
Okay.
Driving. And then it's about 15 minutes from Friday's venue. So it's great for ride share. The airport is not downtown St. Louis, so that's probably the longest length that you have. It's about 20 minutes away from downtown. So, that's the only thing. The airport's a little bit away from downtown, but yeah, I think you can get around with rideshare. That was one of the things I wanted to make sure things were close so that you can rideshare. You don't want to rent a car.
Okay. Is there anything that I missed?
No.
Oh, you expected it.
You got it.
I just want to make sure that readers have as much information as possible so they can make their decision and they can plan accordingly over the next 2 weeks and use this, as a resource.
Yeah.
Audience, time for questions. You could ask about Petals and Prose, their catalogs. We want to make sure that you walk away being prepared, right? Because October 1, we can't help you. Like, it will be too late by October 1, right? So we want to make sure that everyone who desires tickets is empowered with information. So audience, if you have questions about Petals and Prose, ask them now. We're going to have A Blossom and Briyanna Michelle on for maybe 5-10 more minutes. But ask your questions now. Someone asked if I'm going. I'm planning to go, but then again, October 1, I'll only know.
She'll get a ticket.
I'll only know after October. I'll only know on October 1, but the intent is to go. So
you gotta manifest it.
Yeah, the intent is to go. So
we want everybody who wants to come to get tickets. We really want you guys to get the tickets that y'all want. We want to have fun with you guys. We just a little nervous at what y'all gonna do if y'all don't get the tickets.
I think, and like looking through your website, preparing for today's conversation, it's pretty clear that like this is an intimate, like you say, this is not a convention, this is a celebration. Mm-hmm. Like I think it's clearly communicating that this is a smaller, more intimate type of event. Like it's clear to me. I don't know if it's, but like, did everyone read through the website like I did, right? Because I read through everything because I'm like, I'm talking to you all today, so I need to, so
and we've been telling people, I've been making sure to tell people, and we've had to stop each other from making the event larger than what we wanted it to.
Yes.
Because I say, no, we said it was going to be small. And she'd be like, no, we said it was going to be small. We want to do something small and intimate on purpose. So that is our intent. So now we have to actually like follow through and make sure that, if all the tickets do sell out, that we unfortunately cannot. We may not be able to offer more tickets because then that makes it larger than what we want. And that's defeating the purpose of this event, is to be able to have conversations with your favorite authors throughout the entirety of the event so that you can leave that event and be like, I think I really know Blossom or Briyanna, Denene, or Tati on a more intimate level. And you really feel like I really got to connect with my favorite author. And that's really what we want, because we met so many readers over the last year. And I'm like, there are some that conversations I remember, and there are some that I'm like, God, I don't even remember them. And then not in that way, but it's like there was just so much happening. And I want to leave the event and be like, wow, I really got to know Talia. I really got to know Riel. She's gonna be an author, but whoever. I can't think of no random name. But you know what I mean.
Okay. Someone asked, will Sweet Pea Academy be available in paperback, the entire series?
Yes.
What's the timeline around that?
I think it's per author. My paperbacks are available for pre-order on my website. I'm waiting for them to come. They will be available at Southern Hearts, at Family First Fire Always, on Amazon eventually. I think the other authors have pre-orders for paperbacks.
I think they do have their pre-orders up for paperbacks. I think I'm the only one. I have paperback PTSD.
I'm gonna make sure y'all get those paperbacks, y'all.
If you know my struggles of the last few months, I was like, I don't want to sell another hardback book ever again.
Someone asked, will there be a book box? I think no.
I think not one big book box. No,
Of all six, no.
That sounds stressful. Yeah.
But each author is doing something individually. I do have a self-care book bundle available for pre-order, also on my website. I'm not sure. Is anybody else doing like something extra? Awesome.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not. I don't have. The only place you're going to get these paperbacks right now is if you are going to see me next week in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see me at Southern Hearts. That's where I got the paperbacks.
Okay. Are those your two final book events for this
Those
year?
are my two final book events. Yep.
Okay, and you're going to be at Southern Hearts too, right, Briyanna?
Yes.
Are you going to be at the Urban Expo, Book Expo?
I will not be.
Okay.
You better get me cursed out by my friend because she's
not.
Oh, was the plan for you to be there?
No, I already told her that I had a lot of events. I was supposed to. Where was I supposed to be? I was supposed to go to Romance Con in September, and I felt like doing Romance Con and then Southern Hearts and then Family First Fire Always in October, which is going to be a lot. But I mean, child, I could have went. Romance Con turned out to be what it turned out to be. So I could have went, but it's okay.
Okay. Anyways, we're all going to see you in May in St. Louis.
Yes.
Okay. Any last things? Let me see if I got any questions. Someone asked if I'm okay. I'm okay. Why would I not be okay? I think those are all the questions. Hold on. I'm reading. Last call for questions.
We got questions.
If not, I'm gonna let them go because they have an event to plan. And it's already 9:15, 8:15.
Like I have flash big brother. Okay. Yeah, my big brother time.
I'm gonna go to bed. I've been up since 4 a.m.
Okay. But all right, it seems like there's no more questions. Briyanna Michelle, A Blossom, thank you so much for joining Talia's Book Nook. For those of you who missed anything about tonight's discussion about Petals and Prose, you can check out our interview on YouTube tomorrow at Talia Cadet YouTube. I'll be logged in on October 1. Good luck to everyone who wants to be at Petals and Prose. 9 a.m. Central. 9 a.m. Central, October 1 at gopetalsandprose.com. Make sure you're following petalsandprose_official on Instagram and you're subscribed to the email list.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to be I can't wait to go to St. Louis. I've never been. So
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have people come here. I was like, people are coming.
No, I'm excited. So again, I won't know until October 1, but fingers crossed for all of us.